Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Fahmi Izzuddin bin Muhammad Elias Abubakar. My matric number is 2018698094. Our group name is Grup MAT263. We choose topic Gauss-Jordan elimination method for our project. Our case study is to finding the price among the type of candies. This is our table of contents. It contains introduction, purpose of study, methodology, result and discussion, conclusion and reference. So for the first thing is introduction. A matrix is a reduced row echelon matrix if it is a row of echelon matrix and the entry above and below already ones in all columns are zeros. The Gauss-Jordan elimination method, named after the mathematician Carl Gauss and Wilhelm Jordan that lived around 1842 to 1899, is another extension of Gaussian elimination method. The augmented matrix, representing the system of linear equations, is reduced to matrix in reduced row echelon form using elementary row operation in this method. The system denoted by reduced matrix is then solved. It is important to note that in this method we do not use back substitution. If you find a false statement somewhere along the way, which is all entries in a row are zeros except for the entry in the last column, then quit. This indicates that the system has no solution or is inconsistent. Secondly is purpose of study. First, we need to calculate budget, which is to calculate the price of the candies to decide the budget range. Next, we use Gauss-Jordan elimination, an algorithm to solve system linear equation. And lastly, the objective is to find the price of the item.
My name is Ani Azhari bin Muhammad Azif. My matric number is 2018 27 34 38. I will be resuming the purpose of study. The question for this case study is, Bonito Candy Shop provides candies for the student in UiTM Kuala Terengganu. They sell candies such as lollipop, gum, sweet, and many more. The situation is, a student named Amin bought 2 lollipops, 1 gums, and 2 sweets at total at 1150 ringgit, while Siti bought 1 lollipop, 2 gums, and 2 sweets for 12 ringgit, as well as Iman, who bought 3 lollipops, 2 gums, and 1 sweets that cost Rm 10 ringgit. Find the actual price for each item. Used for this case study. Row reduction is where row operations are performed to change any matrix into reduced row echelon form, that is REF. In REF, each row of the matrix has less dependency than the previous, so that solving system of equation become much easier. The thought is to convert the matrix so as to simplify the certain matrix circulations. Its 2 main purposes are to resolve system of linear equations and calculate the inverse of a matrix, and Z for sweets, that equates to the entire amount paid by each student. From here, the amounted matrix is reduced to its REF by performing Gauss-Jordan elimination, and also individual price of every candies are going to calculate as intended.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Ahmad Muzammil bin Abdul Razak. My student ID is 2018656672, and I will be explaining the calculation for the problem statement with Gauss-Jordan elimination method. So we must first turn the problem statement into an augmented matrix. I will be describing the augmented matrix from left to right and top to bottom. So for row 1 will be 2, 1, 2, 23 over 2. For row 2, 1, 2, 2, 12, and row 3 3 2 1 10. So for the first elementary row operation, we will multiply 1 over 2 multiplied with R1. So R1 will be 1 1 over 2 1 23 over 4. Next row operation will be R2 minus R1. So R2 will be 0 3 over 2 1 25 over 4. Next row 3, R3 minus 3 R1. So row 3 will be 0 1 over 2 negative 2 negative 29 over 4. Next row operation, R2 plus 3 over 2. So row 2 will be 0 1 2 over 3 25 over 6. Next row operation, R3 minus 1 over 2 R2. So row 3 will be 0 0 negative 7 over 3 negative 28 over 3. Next elementary row operation, R3 plus 7 over 3. So row 3 will be 0 0 1 4. Next row 2, R2 minus 2 over 3 R3. So row 2 will be 0 1 0 3 over 4. Next row 1, R1 minus R3. So R1 will be 1 1 over 2 0 7 over 4. And lastly, row 1, R1 minus 1 over 2 R2. So row 1 will be 1 0 0 1. So from that we will find our identity matrix, and from that we know that x equals to 1, y equals to 3 over 2, and z equals to 4. Next, for the discussion, firstly we change the problem statement into a mathematical sentence. The indicators for the items are x as lollipops, y as gummies, and z as sweets. Then we change it into an augmented matrix. Next, we will solve the matrix using Gauss-Jordan elimination method row by row to get the values for x, y, and z. After solving the matrix, we find that x, which is lollipops, equals costs 1 ringgit, y for gummies costs 1 ringgit and 50 cents, and for z for sweets costs 4 ringgit.
Proven logical, and it is standard price for candies with lollipops costing Rm 1 ringgit, crumbs costing Rm 150 ringgit, and sweets costing Rm 4 ringgit. With their money, the student can now prepare a budget. We could use the Gauss-Jordan elimination to determine the actual price of an item in the Veneto candy shop. We could say that linear algebra is useful in everyday life. And special thanks to our lecturer, Muhammad Fauzi bin Embong. Thank you for watching.